Hey, this is Evan Mark Katz, dating coach for smart, strong, successful women, your personal trainer for love. Welcome back to Love Splaining. This is our live coaching experience for subscribers only. If you are not a subscriber and you're just getting the free version on Fridays, if you want to listen to the entire coaching session, you will have to click on the subscribe button and pay a nominal amount of money for infinite wisdom. I'm really looking forward to today's conversation with Stephanie. We just met a couple minutes ago. She's on her cell phone, so forgive her if it's a little bit jiggly. Stephanie, welcome to Love Splaining. Would you be kind enough to share a little brief biographical information about yourself before we get started?
Hi, Evan. Thank you for having me. My name is Stephanie. I live in Minneapolis and I just turned 56 years old. I am divorced with 3 sons, and one of them is named Evan. Um, I am currently single and getting ready to start online dating again. I have done it in the past, but have taken a break.
Okay. How old are your kids?
My youngest is 17, and then I have a 20 and a 23.
Okay, so you're facing an empty nest soon.
Yeah, and no grandkids yet, though.
Okay.
Thank goodness. They're a little young for that.
Yeah, I hope not. All right, so what brings you to my Zoom line here today, and how could I be of service to you?
Well, again, I'm starting to get ready to do online dating again, and I'm going to be on Match. And I had an overall good experience before. I met a lot of great guys, but I didn't really meet someone that was a good fit for me. So I'm looking for some help and guidance in finding not quality men. I don't like that term because I think most men are great. It's more people that are a better fit for me. And my question is more around, I've noticed it in their profiles. Some men get very descriptive about the type of person they're looking for, like personality traits, sometimes, physical traits, hobbies. And I'm wondering first, how seriously do I take those descriptions? Because sometimes those descriptions don't fit me. And I'm thinking, oh, I don't know. The profile looks good, but I don't think he's looking for me. And as a related question, I'm wondering for my own profile, how detailed do I get in my description of the kind of person that I'm looking for? I know everyone says kind, curious, smart, but beyond that, as far as lifestyle things, how specific do I get?
Uh, Thank you for your question, Stephanie. I've answered a version of this question for 20 years. For some reason today, I'm really excited to answer it. I've been doing online dating for a lot. So, my first book was about online dating. So, it's not that I have something new to say, but you're a new audience, and I think hopefully you could benefit from this. So let's start with the first part of your question. Men put things in their profile and they're sometimes specific and they don't always apply to you. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Like it means nothing, because the very nature of what people put out there is, this is ideally what I'm looking for. But when they're saying what they're ideally looking for, it's basically them. They're looking for themselves.
Uh-huh.
Right. So if he likes hiking, he wants you to like hiking. And if he likes baseball, he wants you to like baseball. And that's usually what people put out there is I'm looking for the opposite sex version of myself. And then they might
Mhm.
put in something specific about what they're physically attracted to. But everybody knows that people date against type all the time. Right. Like if you ask me my type, it's curvy brunettes. My 20s were just littered with blondes. Why? Because I live in Los Angeles. There's a lot of blondes.
Uh-huh.
So I just think that maybe due to your inexperience at this, I think you're taking their profiles a little too literally rather than figuratively. Here's my preferences. It's not a list of terrorist demands. They're just, here's things I like. But people throw out their lists all the time when they meet someone they connect with. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Have
Okay.
you have you ever
I'm just
have
kind
you
of
ever thrown out
insecure.
your list when you met someone you liked? You were like, oh, I thought I liked this, and then I was. Have you ever had that experience?
Yes. Yes. My last relationship was that way.
Yeah. What was the thing that he wasn't, that you thought your guy should be because that was your type?
Um, he wasn't nerdy at all. He talked a lot. Most of my past partners have been more introverted. And I knew after 10 minutes with this guy, I'm like, oh, I can't deal with this because he talks so much. And then we ended up having a really great relationship. He didn't want to commit, but
Yeah.
we
So
got
you
along
didn't
super
break up
well.
because he talked too much. You broke up because he had a commitment issue.
Yes, exactly.
So that to me, that's really, really instructive. So if you went online and say, hey, my type is shy, nerdy guys, right? I don't recommend you do that. But if you put online that was your type, that doesn't mean all other guys shouldn't apply.
Hmm.
That's my best way of answering that question. And then we could spin that around to address your profile, right? If his specificity is by and large good, it may scare someone like you away, but I think
Hmm.
specificity is by and large good. Why wouldn't we have the world's most specific profile? Why wouldn't we go to the mat and write something that is so unique, Stephanie, that no one else in the world could possibly write it? So,
Hmm.
what is your fear of being specific in your profile?
I guess, I mean, that's a good question. I suppose it's being overlooked or passed by people who might otherwise be one of my perfect matches. I believe there are a lot of perfect matches out there for us, but I guess that's it.
No, you know
Scaring
what?
someone away, giving the wrong impression.
I think you make a really good case, and that is the counterweight to my case. I'm not going to sit here and say my opinion is more valuable than yours, or right. I'm thinking that you and I sit on different ends of a spectrum. The issue that I have with your end of the spectrum is if we remove specificity and identifying details, what are you left with? Nice, smart, kind, warm, funny, hiking, biking, movies, music, travel, best friend, lover, partner in crime, love to laugh. So
Yep.
you can strip all this stuff away, and then you're left with a profile that sounds like literally anybody could have written it because you were so afraid of alienating anybody. I hate to be a tease, but the full episode is for paid Substack subscribers only. So if you want to hear my full answer to all my reader questions, go to www.evanmarkatz.com/Substack to become a paid subscriber. In addition to that, paid subscribers receive the ability to ask me questions and get coaching on my podcast, an advice column in which I answer your questions, a podcast in which I offer you live dating coaching, the ability to comment on all posts and join the dialogue in the Love-Splaining community, and exclusive content that is unavailable to the general public. Just go to www.evanmarkatz.com/Substack to join for free and upgrade for all the bonus content. Thanks, and I look forward to seeing you in the Love-Splaining community.